Congo. We are just outside the Mpasa Medical Nutrition Center, and I'm here with Dr. Adolphe Yamba, who is the director of the medical center, but he's also the mission coordinator for the Congo Partnership. I want Adolphe to bring you greetings. He speaks 8 languages.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We now consider everything that we have done in the medical center. It is a very amazing. So people over this quarter are continuing to think about you because you have done something that never happened in this area. Thank you very much.
Okay. The Mpasa area was created somewhere around the end of the 1990s, rather, I should say, in the early 2000s. It was a United Nations mission station, and it was the place that housed about 4.5 million Angola, East Congo, and many other places. So Mama Donna showed you a brief video of some of the outside. So we're going to take you inside Mpasa now, so you can greet the staff first, and then we'll show you some of the facilities. Okay. So right in front of you is the first building that was ever created. This is the first building that was built by the United Nations in UMCOR. You can see UMCOR there. It was the first maternity center. As you can imagine, 4.5 million people here needing something for the women who were carrying babies. And so this was the original building. To our left, and you'll see the new pediatric building and operating theater, which the Eastern Pennsylvania Conference was major in terms of their contributions. Over here to the right, you'll see a building that houses our nutrition program. You'll see some of the kids that are there. And immediately to our right is a ward where many of the patients will go after they've had surgery. So this is some of the staff that are here in adults. Yes. This is some of the staff that are here in Mpasa. Yes. We just want you to bring greetings to the people of Eastern Pennsylvania.
Yes, they are very happy to welcome you. That's my staff, medical doctors and the nurse together. So they are happy to welcome you in this medical center. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these children are part of the nutrition program. Say hello. Bote. Bote is hello in Lingala language. This is their native dialect. These kids were fed about 2 hours ago. Normally it's their feeding program. We feed about 250 children each day, but they wanted to stay so that they could say hello to you. And they're here playing right now. Say good. We're moving now into the place where there's our nutrition center. And inside waiting here are several of the women and men who are part of the elderly program. These are the women. The elderly program is a way to help to honor the women as they age. They're not able to provide for their families. And so rather than feeding them, we provide some food that they can go home and cook. They can cook for their families and they can feel really good about being able to do something and contributing to their families. So mamas, this is the people from the United States. We want you to give them a warm welcome. Baker, tell them what's in the bag.
This inside there is a chicken and whatever available for cooking, and a part of it rice.
So these women can go home now and they could cook a meal for their families and feel a great deal of pride. And we help them. You can see some of them have partnership shirts on.
Yeah. Well, partnership. You can see here, this is a large, this is the elderly for many years. Most of them passed away already. They are no longer alive.
I'm going to ask Mama Donna to show the front part of this building.
Yeah.
Because this is a place, this is a building where we also have a United Methodist congregation. So they were able to. One of the local artists painted these pictures on the wall. And so they meet here with the families in the Mpasa area on Sundays and then during the week as well. And you haven't experienced worship until you experience worship in the Congo. They know how to praise the Lord and to give thanks. Hallelujah. Let me hear you sing. Let me hear them sing.
Entonces, vos podrías también con eso.
Switch and do this, and maybe do this and you do that. Okay. This is Mama Therese. She is responsible for the new life skill program. One of the districts in eastern Pennsylvania gave a lot of money to help a micro loan program. And we have 8 graduates of our recent class. Who are the graduates? The graduates.
Oh, oh yeah.
These all recently graduated, and one of them wants to say something to you. One of them wants to say something.
Okay, Loba. We are really thankful for what you have done for us. We are right now able to do because of the input given for us, knowledge, material, and everything that we have. So God bless you for whatever you have done. We are with you in touch tomorrow. So God bless you for because we. Thank you.
So let's see if we can get a picture of the hand treadle. This is a hand treadle machine. You can see she's going to be turning it by using her hand.
You can see we have many followers here. Kids want to get involved.
Let me just share something briefly about the new life skill program. You saw the sewing program, but we also have a soap making program and a tie dyeing program. But what we recently did was we started a new microloan made possible through the Eastern Pennsylvania Conference. And what we've done is that each of the 8 graduates will be brought into a group of 2. So there'll be 4 groups, 2 in each group. And we are purchasing them a sewing machine and the initial cost for starting fabrics and things of that nature, and a place that they can rent so that they can have an outside business. Each of them will create a business, and they now are responsible to pay back a part of that loan. If they pay back up to $100 of that loan of $200, then we will forgive $100, and they can have the machine and be able to start a whole new business on their own. So this is our way of helping in a microloan process them to begin a business and start all over again.
Okay, we're going to switch.
We're going to switch. And Mama Donna is going to give you a tour because she's the medical person.
So now we're going to go into the original building, as Jonathan talked about. It started about year 2000.
Then let's go this way first.
Okay.
We finish with it.
We're going to go to the pediatric building.
Yes, this is the newest of our buildings. This was constructed from monies that the South District provided, in addition to providing solar power for this to be run. You can see that there's a program going on right now, and I'll ask Dr. Dolphin, you can ask him to share a little bit about it.
These women have brought their newborns, their new babies here to be weighed and assessed to ensure that they are nutrition.
Go to that.
And now we're going to the operating. This is the foyer to the operating room suite. There are 2 operating rooms, but first we go into this room where over the
Donna and Jonathan, I'm not sure if you can hear me. We're having a frozen moment here, so it might be the building. I think we lost them. Let's see. Let's give them another moment so you can come back. Thank you all for being on this journey. Do you have any questions? Anything you're wondering about right now? One of the things they said is if you have questions, I can get them to them. Let's see if they join us back in a moment though. Oh, there they are. Welcome back, Donna and Jonathan. Welcome back, Donna. We can't hear you. There we go. Do you want to try to speak, Donna?
We're going to have to try to do this. We're going to try to do this.
Yes, we're going to try to stay outside as much as possible since we don't want this to happen again.
So talk about
what is right here
That's the operating room.
What?
These two are here.
Yeah, I'll try to explain to somebody recently because we have this use of herb. We were surprised to see different things that we have in operating room. They were asking me, where did you get it? I said, from the partnership that we have in national. So it's a very, very input to have a sonography that helps women to be a way where we can help us to discover exactly what is happening and what we can do to the women.
Yes. And also electricity now, right?
Yeah. 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 You know, we have a problem with electricity, and we have a time from morning until night. And what surprised everybody is we have a pump. This pump is functioning nothing with electricity that will come from the government because it doesn't exist. But thanks to solar energy, we have a water in Mpasa from under saying thanks to this one, I forgot it.
Yes, the freshwater well provides water for the community as well.
It is not only for the hospital, but all the community. I think I can show you people online because they are in the afternoon. So that time, nobody
Rooms here,
yeah.
and they are equipped in ways that no other hospital is equipped.
Yes.
Lights,
Yeah.
operating tables,
Yeah.
Instruments that you have.
The light that we have for making surgery gives a good light that it permits to perform surgery even during the night because you can see directly the balls, liver, and everything at once because the light is very powerful.
How
Better
did,
than the flashlight. we were
No.
using.
Before we were using flashlight of things that help us.
so what's in this room here?
This room,
Laboratory.
this is laboratory.
And
The
what's
laboratory, we have
what's unique about the laboratory here?
laboratory, we have a fridge. The fridge helps us to keep the vaccine and the other different kinds that's required to be on a little bit in food. So even not only us, the different hospitals around here come to save some items for them. So Mpasa is now because we are reference of good things in this area.
The blood bank.
And also, you are designated as a government blood bank
Yes.
because it's the only refrigerated laboratory in the area.
Yes.
That blood can be stored.
Yes, that is I say, we call it air de santé. Air de santé means the area of the health that is in management, but that's managed by Mpasa. So we are leading almost a 25 medical center around here. They are depending upon us. That is one.
We need to back away. That noise.
These little babies are not happy. Nothing we can do about that. Sorry about that.
So this is the pediatric. So
Yeah.
So this entire building was created because Dr. Adolph and his staff determined that the care for children had to be special.
Yeah.
Because in the wards, there's a men's ward and a women's ward. Right there in front of you. And a sick child was laying next to a very, very, very sick adult. And we know how contagious things can be. So it was determined we need a separate building so the children can be separated and safe.
Yeah, that is good because now the baby have their own room. The mother have her own room.
Yes.
That's it.
just want to show you a quick picture over here. You'll see several large cisterns. One of the unique things about this building is the way that the roof structure was built so that they would have a great amount of collection of water during the rainy season. And so they collect all of the water in addition to the well, and this water is being able to use for people to bathe and clean and do a lot of other things as well. So water is life here in Congo. It's rare. So Mpasa is providing a great deal of water for people in the area, in the community, as well as for the hospital. Now, tell us what goes on in this building.
Okay, this is the maternity building.
Yeah.
We'll try to go inside real quick and hope we don't lose the connection.
This is the well water, fresh water for drinking.
These are brand new babies. Tiny, tiny little babies.
Yes, just go. Yes. This lady was born by cesarean section this night. So she's there. Others by natural birth. Okay.
This is one of the best maternity buildings in any of this area. Many of them don't even have beds. So as you can see, this is well equipped.
I think it is good to say that this maternity has a special program of family planning. So we reduce normally the number of births thanks to the family planning that we have here.
Okay, that's a relatively new program, isn't it, Doctor?
Yes, and it is sponsored by the government. The women are giving many options of how to plan for their babies, contraception-wise. And it's been very successful.
Okay, how about if we see if they have any questions? So, Dawn, how about if we see if anybody has any questions?
Yep.
Or would like to see anything?
There's
further?
one question, Jonathan, that's an excellent one. It's from Alice Ann. And the question is, what does the doctor or the Congolese people in Mpasa want to accomplish next? So what are the next goals of the partnership and the people?
What are the next goals at Mpasa? What do you need to do next? Stand over here for a moment.
Yeah. What we can do next? We can have. We need X-ray. Very important. We have it. We don't have it. The X-ray can help us to discover different kinds because as we have a sonography, we have a X-ray, and also if we have a different materials that can help us to make surgery as quickly as possible. Remember, Madonna told us what we call the one that when you are making surgery.
Cauterize?
Cataract, yes, it reduces dollar to many people. So whatever can happen for the remote area like this one is important. Whatever can give it for us is very good.
So X-ray machine and cautery machines.
Yeah.
You're saying are the next goals. That's good to know.
And what is the cautery machine for those of us who are not medical people?
Well, you can imagine that when a doctor takes a knife to some place in the body, bleeding happens. And the cautery machine stops that bleeding. It causes coagulation of those vessels. And it prevents hemorrhaging. And it's very important.
Is also to be able to provide anesthesia here and have an anesthetist that could be able to assist with surgery.
You are very clever. That is true. You know, for making surgery, we are only 4 doctors here. One is dealing specifically with anesthesia, but the others, no. So we need to have a nurse anesthesia. This will be permanently to help whoever will come to make the surgery. Whatever doctor can come to perform surgery. But the doctor that is helping us for anesthesia sometimes can go for other things. So you can do the anesthesia yourself. But it's sometimes very challenging.
Okay, we hope that was helpful. Any other questions anybody has?
Jonathan, share with the group how far, and just the amount of service that doctor provides. I mean, I know it's Mpasa and sometimes beyond Mpasa. Would you share that?
Well, yes, thank you. You want to switch?
How many patients are you serving? What is the
How many
population?
thousands of people live
What is
there?
the population?
The population is here, 100,000 people around here, where Mpasa is the reference. They are the smallest medical center around, but the different kind of service that Mpasa is serving is beyond the expectation of people here.
Yeah. There, as you're traveling through this area and it's beginning to develop, you'll find very small startup, but they really aren't able to provide the kind of services that are needed for people. So what he's saying is basically Mpasa right now is the only show in town for this immediate area, about 100,000 people.
We give thanks to God for your willingness to connect with us from Mpasa. I am delighted that the connection held. Do you have any last words that you want to share with us?
Questions?
Oh, there is a question. Has COVID been a serious problem in Mpasa?
Has COVID been a serious problem in Mpasa?
Probably, I must be very clear with you. We don't have any coronavirus since we are here, and it probably is a gift from God because we never record any coronavirus here in this area. I don't know why this is chance given for us because it's a poor area and a very dangerous disease is not here, not until now. That is really something given for God.
Yes, one of the things that Mama Donna and I have found as we've traveled both here in Kinshasa, but especially when we're they're not very transient. In other words, people don't come and go from these areas very much, and so the inability, or I should say the ability to take a disease into the area is less than a populated area where there'd be a lot of transient people. So because they are not able, and there's no infrastructure for moving very well, it's a blessing for them in that way because they have been able to avoid this major pandemic. Would you say something about the people?
The people here are amazing. You witnessed their hospitality, and they sang to you. So happy that they received the food to take home and feed to their family. And you saw how happy your children are to receive a meal and to have a place to come and play. It's been amazing to watch their joy in the simplest things that we take for granted every day.
And I think the other thing I would close with is that the Congolese people are constantly teaching us about what it means to really have faith, to trust God, because they literally trust God every single day with the basic necessities of life. When they pray for their daily bread, they're praying very humbly to be able to be here, and not because of circumstances, but because of the awareness of God with them all the time.
The song that the ladies were singing, "Thank you, Jesus." Every song we hear here is always about Jesus. So that is blessing. The children learn from tiny age all the way through their lives what is important.
So we thank you, Eastern Pennsylvania. We're coming back with lots of news that we'll be putting together to be able to share not only about here in Mpasa, but throughout everything that Partnership's doing. You need to know that upcountry, we're digging right now 4 new freshwater wells. And Eastern Pennsylvania has helped with some of that. So just amazing things are happening in the midst of incredibly challenging circumstances. So praise be to God. And thank you for your willingness to come and share with us early in the morning.
Amen. Thank you, friends. I will say there's a final question. You don't have to answer it, but we love to get it from you, Jonathan and Donna. And that is, how much does an X-ray machine cost? So please send that to me. We have been moved today. We're very thankful for this conversation. So God bless you and keep you. May God continue to bless the work of your hands, friends. Take care. Thank you, everyone, for being on today. God bless you all.
All right. Thanks much. God bless.
God bless.